Hello! Hey, when was the last time you read a poem? For yourself. Ages ago, right? When you buy a book, do you buy poem books? So if you're a bit like me, you don't. I don't read too much poems, but actually, I want to show you that poems are an amazing way to teach your children or your students a language. It's a fascinating way, it's an engaging way, and it's even good for children from 0 to 99, including teenagers. So really, I want to show you why. I'll also share with you my storytelling activities and how I use poems to engage preschoolers. If you don't know me, if we haven't met yet, I'm Revital, I'm a children's storyteller, and I also help parents that love books connect, bond, engage, and educate their children to love books through creating magical reading time. So, why use poems? I mean, from all the books, why buy poems? I'm going to show you why. Let's start with babies and toddlers. Babies and toddlers don't understand most of the words we are speaking to them, right? Because they're babies and they're toddlers. But what do get? They get rhythm, they get repeating patterns, they hear the sound of the words, the sound of the music. And guess what? With poems and songs, these are exactly what there is, right? Because it's the same rhythm, it has the same pattern, it has like a music to it, especially if you read it all the time the same, with the same beat, the same pattern. So they get it very quickly and they can imitate it very quickly. So that's the easiest and quickest way to teach toddlers and babies, and they love those things. That's why they can even fall asleep with nursery rhymes, because it goes again and again and the same rhythm, and it's like the same style, and they love it. So of course you should read nursery rhymes for babies and toddlers. What about preschoolers? Preschoolers is nearly the same. They will love it. They will love the fact that it's short poems. Those poems have a picture, okay? And they can understand very easily and very quickly the meaning because of the picture combined with the short poem. They love the pattern, they love that it's repeating, and with preschoolers you can start adding body movements. And the more you make it sensory enjoyment, which means let's say you do head, shoulders, knees, and toes. This is a song, not a poem, but you can do the same thing with poem. But you can do that same thing, you can demonstrate in yourself, but you can do the body movements and you can do it with your child. You can look at your child and say head, shoulders, knees, and touch them. And it's really nice, and tickle them a bit. So they connect this song with the body movements, with pleasure, with being close to their parents, okay? So again, it's very easy for them to learn it by heart. One of the best things I love about being a storytelling for children, for preschoolers, is that they learn so quickly those poems. They do it so quickly. And even though I was with them, but for a couple of weeks, we did the same poem, okay, the same poem. Once I would demonstrate this poem with simple props. Second week, I would come with the same poem, simple props, but let's do now body movements. Third week, I would come and let's do it together standing up. Fourth time, the same poem, but let's do the whole group together. So because I'm repeating it each time a bit differently, they learn it and they love it, okay? This is preschoolers. What about children? Children in school, will they love poems? Yes! Now, This is very important. You have to change the poems. You have to bring them different kinds of poem books. You can't give them the same poem books you gave to preschoolers, okay? So now you have to look in the library, and there are a lot of poem books. Now, why is it important to give them poem books? Because now the poem books are more sophisticated. Now they're suitable for their age. And now you give them the true meaning of poems, because poem can express emotion and idea in a very different way than a book, right? It's something different. So when you give them a poem book, you expose them to a different genre, which is it by itself very important to show your children different genres. But it's also good if you want them to learn a language, because still, if they are now at school and you want them to improve a second language, the best way for them to do it is by a short poem, learning poems. What about teenagers? Can you bring teenagers a poem book? What? Are you crazy? They won't even talk to us. So I have two suggestions. Number one, bring a good poem book and put it in the table, somewhere where the teenager can see it, and maybe they will look at it and check it out, and that's enough. Second suggestion is take a pop song, a rap song, any song that you see that your teenager likes, and offer them to translate it for them, to explain them the words. Because if English is not their native language and they like some kind of song, you can say to them, want me to translate it to you? Do you know what this means and this means? And we can, and I can show you, I can write it to you. Now, if you're lucky, and you have to be lucky, they will say yes. And then what's amazing, you can create a meaningful conversation. This is an opportunity, because a pop song or a rap song, there's a lot of ideas, there's a lot of thoughts. You can ask them, do you agree with this? What do you think about this? Would you do like this? And you can create a conversation, which is priceless at this age. So think about it. Poem books is just like picture books, story books. It's a genre. The more you offer it initially to your children, you expose them to a different genre. It's an amazing, natural, great genre for babies and toddlers. But for children, it's good too. But most of us never offer those books for children, and that's why little by little they forget about this genre. But actually, when we think about poems can touch our souls in a very different way, right? And it would be amazing if we could offer it to them. So first of all, thank you for everyone who is watching. And if you have something to say, you can say it. And I would love if you're watching it and you're watching it after this live video, then tell me, number one, if you know a good poem book. Like there's Roald Dahl has an amazing poem book about revolting poem books for children, okay? So think about it. It's with a lot of humor. And if you like other genres, what good genres work at you when you read to your children? And what did you take from this short video? And another thing I want to offer you, that if you like this content, you will love my free guide, which is about 10 principles of good children's books. It's full of examples, full of recommendations, and I show you exactly how to easily and quickly choose children's books. You can grab it for free. It's superstorybook.com/free guide. I will put the link underneath this video. So Irina, Angelina, thank you so much for, and Katarzyna, thank you for watching. And I don't know, are you going to read a poem book right now? Hello Sakina, hope you do, because it is great with children, especially toddlers, especially preschoolers. a great way to expose your children and to teach them the language. And don't forget that you can offer it to teenagers, and who knows, maybe it can create an amazing conversation. Hope you liked it. See you soon. Bye.